Let's get physical. It's Jordan here, back in with this week's update. All the physical releases coming to the Switch, October the 23rd until the 27th. Before we get into it, I would like to give another shout out to my other channel, A Bit More Jordan. That's where you'll find a lot more me. I recently did a long retrospective on Azure Dreams, and it's been rather successful. I'm quite happy with it. And also on Friday, I started a new weekly series of me trying to complete every Dreamcast game. Yes, every Friday, you'll hear my experience going through the entire library of the system. It's edited, has the same kind of humor as these videos. It's a bit of a journey, and I would like you to join me. Check the link below and you can see the first video right now, which is Sonic Adventure. But aside from that, and a couple of others, the games are randomly chosen, so you don't know what's coming next. Please go have a watch, I would very much appreciate it. But this week's physical releases. Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 1 could so easily have been the biggest win this week. I have been urging to play the Metal Gear series all the way through, and this Master Collection would have been a really great way to do so, especially on the go with the Nintendo Switch, but it's a bit rubbish in the fact almost all of it is download required, which I just don't get. The eShop says the file size of the whole collection is 1.9 gigabytes. What? Metal Gear Solid 1, 900 megabytes, Metal Gear Solid 2, 400 megabytes, Metal Gear Solid 3, 400 megabytes. But no, that is a lie apparently, because here's all the real file sizes. What's going on? Well, I tell you, I did the math and I came to the full conclusion of cheap-ass bullshittery. That's what. And what's the point in having a 2 gigabyte cartridge if there's not a single full game on it? What is it, like a 2 gigabyte download menu? That better be some snazzy menu. It's massively soured what would otherwise be an essential purchase for me. I mean, I'll get it on the PS5 if I ever buy one of those, which I probably will when Final Fantasy VII comes around again. But yeah, our executive producers, they are crying as they reluctantly hand over their cash because they want to play Metal Gear as well. Instacritic, Alex M, Punky Dooster, they've chosen this as their pick of the week. And if you want it to, or any of the retail releases in this episode, then please consider using the links in the description. You can purchase from VGP Video Games Plus, and that is a fantastic way to support us because they have good prices in cheap Canadian money, and they have cheap shipping, especially to the US, and even free shipping if you purchase over 80 Canadian dollars. They have lots of great stuff over there, and they are my preferred way to pick up retail releases. I refuse to use Amazon. Plus, if you purchase something via our links, then each week you will be in with the chance of winning a $10 discount coupon. Yes, and this week's winner is Zachary M. Congratulations, Zachary. You will get an email from VGP if you haven't already with your discount code. Thank you ever so much for your wonderful support. Archetype Arcadia is a visual novel, one that's been out in Japan for quite a while already, like a year or two, and I remember when I edited the video for this on VM Paradise. Yeah, we reviewed the Japanese version, not me, but Mirin, he did it while I edited the video. And while it's not great, it did have some interesting ideas. I doubt this will be top of everyone's visual novel list, but hey, it's not an otome, which means you probably should support it because it seems like all VNs these days are otomes at retail release. CRYMACHINA is an exciting looking RPG from Furyu. I know there was a demo that released on the eShop and almost everyone who talked about it said that it seemed like it was great, but then in come the critics. Come on lads, get in here. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. 6 out of 10. Furyu will have that stamped on their gravestone. Almost every game of theirs is a 6 out of 10. I have to admit, while I've not played every single one of their games, it seems that gamers do enjoy them way more than reviewers do, so who knows. I'll probably pick this one up for my collection eventually, and our executive producer Feig has chosen this as their pick of the week. Coffee Talk is releasing physically in North America. Yes, you heard that right, ladies and gents. This is a game that released physically in Japan and Europe 84 years ago and is getting a physical release in North America thanks to Serenity Forge. And not only in a standard edition, but also a collector's edition. This is a cozy visual novel, barista simulator, where you get to serve drinks and listen to people moan about their lives. If you tip me a $5, then I'll listen to you moan about how rubbish your boss is all day long. Maybe a tenner. You can also get this in a big, giant, huge collector's edition that includes the next game I'm going to talk about, Coffee Talk Episode 2 Hibiscus and Butterfly, releasing physically by itself in North America. This is already out in Japan. But yes, the sequel to Coffee Talk is arriving with the same amount of collector's edition stuffage as its prequel. They've gone full on with these two releases. I do lament that they didn't stick them both on one cartridge. Seems a bit weird to me. But if you want to purchase these two games in either of their giant collector's editions and stuff or whatever, you can buy directly from Serenity Forge with the links below, or VGP, up to you. Pick your goodness. And our executive producer God of Resin has chosen this as his pick of the week. Boo Party is from Funbox Media, which, you know what that means. It's either complete guffage or either complete guffage with the muffage. That should be their new motto. Be proud of it. Yes, exclusive nudity on the physical release of this game, which is an exploration adventure game set in a haunted mansion. You're a photographer, there's some saucy ghoulish ladies. You know what that means. It means it's only releasing physically in Europe. Yes, only available in Europe to go alongside all the other ones. At least this doesn't look like some cheap arcade game knockoff. It seems like they actually tried to make a game. And yeah, if you're in North America and need some guffage with the muffage, check the VGP links below. They will be at your service with that muffage, okay? And I do appreciate the support. Pickleball Smash is releasing only in North America, as far as I'm aware. The question is not what is pickleball, the question is why is pickleball? Who would want to smash a small cucumber across a tennis court? What did they ever do to you? Who are the pansies out there who demand McDonald's employees leave them off their burger, as though they don't hate their life enough? Just shut up, take that gherkin down your throat. Sorry, big gherkin fan here. Actually, you know what? Yeah, fine, hate them. Hate those little pickles because it just means there's more for me. I'll gobble them all day long, love them. Barbie Dreamhouse Adventures is the first Barbie game on the Nintendo Switch. The Wii U has two of them, can you believe that? Who cares about Xenoblade X? It's all about the double Barbie-age. And no, I did not rearrange my entire shelves in anticipation of trying to find these two for this week. Not at all. You can thank Barbie for this. I declare guffage sans the muffage. Yeah, why wasn't this for Funbox? Get on that, lads. And our executive producer, JCross7776, has decided to use his $10 per month YouTube membership wisely by picking this as his pick of the week. I did double check. Koa and the Five Pirates of Mara is releasing physically in Europe this week, I believe. It's not exactly set in stone because it was a Kickstarter campaign. I guess these guys never make any profit from their games. It's like the third one they've done in a row. But this one looks really quite fun. It's essentially Summer in Mara if they made it into a 3D platformer. And according to critics, it's probably their only game that people can universally agree is actually quite good. And our executive producer, Cartoon Soren, has chosen this as his pick of the week. Mineko's Night Market is releasing physically this week. I remember this has been a long time coming. It was featured in an indie direct years ago and then disappeared, taking all the unimaginable free publicity to go with it. Yeah, maybe they should have held off a little bit before they were ready to show it off, but this is kind of like a cutesy trading game with crafting and stuff, cutesy Japanese aesthetic, and apparently it did turn out all right in the end, but the Switch version was quite, shall we say, unpolished, but there has been a patch. And our executive producer Parsnip Coffee has chosen this as her pick of the week. Dinosaurs Mission Dino Camp looks to be a decent enough game for kids. It looks like a bit of We've Got Uncharted at Home, son, mixed in with Jurassic Park 2. I think those were the bad guys in that movie, but I'm led to believe you're the good guys as you trank all the dinosaurs to make them feel better. I'm sure Dinosaur Husbandry is up to scratch in this universe, and our executive producer Robotech's Child has chosen this as his pick of the week. DreamWorks Troll Remix Rescue is a licensed tie-in from Game Mill, which I think we can all agree make outright games look like Nintendo themselves. Game Mill, just an awful company really. You may remember the King Kong game last week. Well, guess what? It's an embarrassment. Don't buy a game with the Game Mill logo on it. You will regret it. Haunted House is releasing this week, I think. This one has to be one of the cheapest physical releases I've ever seen. I bought it just because it was $20. I don't even know what I was buying. It's supposed to be a remake of a game that was on the Atari 2600s, where kids' imaginations had to be focused on the games. Nowadays, kids don't need to imagine stuff in video games, so now they need to imagine stuff in real life. And Big Pharma, oh, they love every cent of it. You're no longer a pair of floating eyes in a black space, but now you're real characters, and I like the art style. Seems like a roguelike, but one that is kid-friendly, so not too tough. Desolatium is releasing this week, I believe. This is a first-person point-and-click adventure game. It's Myst, but with corpses. It actually has real-world locations, which you can look at in 360 viewpoint, which is really neat. And is it weird that my only real question is, can you see your feet? Like, I don't care about anything else to do with this game. I just want to know, can you see your feet? That seems really important to me for some reason. Anyways, I do like the look of it, and hopefully you can see your feet. I don't have a fetish, I promise. Train Valley Collection, I believe, is releasing in Europe this week. Not 100% sure that it's not being delayed, but I'll mention it now regardless. This is 2 games in 1. Yes, I can get behind that. Train Valley 1 and 2 with DLC all together. I guess it's pretty explanatory. It's a train building management simulator. This has missions and stuff, and yeah, if you're gonna go choo-choo, grab this, if it actually releases. And our executive producer Brent McLean and Alexander Cato have chosen this as their pick of the week. Formula Retro Racing World Tour is another one I'm not entirely sure on. North America, no. Europe, maybe, but I'll mention it now regardless. I guess they'll want to release it while the F1 season is still going. This looks like an early 90s racer like virtual racing, which is also a good thing. Who needs realistic graphics when you've got solid polygons? I would 100% pick this up if I found it for a decent price, as the reviews for it on Steam are rather positive. And a quick mention too, Wild Card Football, releasing in Europe this week. North America has it already. Alright, The Low Prince Lonesome Village is open for pre-order at Premium Edition Games right now. Yes, you can pre-order it right now. This is a cozy life sim game, perfect for the autumn chill. This isn't really their usual type of game, but it's nice they're branching out from the purely retro aesthetic stuff. Here you play as a coyote, farming and stuff. Yes, there's also puzzle elements, which isn't usually connected with this type of game, so that's cool. And if you want to purchase this, check the links below. We have affiliates with Premium Edition Games and VGP, so choose which one you want, and thanks a lot. And our executive producer Boombox has chosen this as his pick of the week. Little Gator Game is Super Rare's latest Switch release, and interestingly, it's their 100th Nintendo Switch release, which is quite insane and good going on them. Producing 100 physical releases and only managing my interest in about 5 of them. That's some solid Snake levels of avoidance of my interest. What is it with another crocodile game, and why do they call them alligators every single time? Now, I know they're different, okay, please spare me, I do know, but as a kid, it was all about the crocodiles. The alligator, that was like a secondary stuff. And why are they so focused on them? It's crocodiles everywhere you look. Crocodile skin was outlawed, and now everyone has a fetish for them, seemingly. At least game developers. Give wallabies a chance, okay? Where's the wallaby game? You can order this on Thursday. Persona 4 Golden is limited runs only released this week because, of course it is. Yes, it's even more sad than Persona 3, at least for me. I mean, what is there to say? It's one of my top 5 games of all time, maybe one of the best JRPGs ever made, and somehow limited run, it's only for them, shilling a $200 tacky piece of crappy paper crap. And only 6 weeks to order it before it's gone. Lovely, I love that, I do. Go, limited run. And our executive producers, Vay, Dame Wilkinson, Issa, Thorn Metaluna, and Totally Grateful. They've chosen this as their pick of the week because of course they have. I want to too, but I can't. Alright, we're heading into the imports. We're heading into Play Asia territory. Yes, if you want to import any of the games shown here, please consider using our Play Asia links in the description, yeah? It's always the #1 way to support us, and yes, I do thank you kindly. Plus, in return, you can get a tasty 5% off with our discount code SWTV23, but please remember to click the link first. Hana, Awase, New Moon is actually 4 games. There are 4 separate releases of this Hana Awase series. 4 Otomi games, but they can be bought together in one giant box set. This includes the Mizuchi volume, Ihora volume, Himeotsugi, and Karakunai Utsusu. Sorry about that. There are Japanese and Asian versions of each, including the box set. I don't know what the difference is, but Otomi fans, well, take a look. I mean, there's so much out there. I'll leave it up to you guys to decide how they're different. Get Me Out Please is releasing this week, a horror import just in time for the spooky season to finish, as it takes 2 weeks to get delivered to America, but oh well, maybe next year. This is, I think, primarily a multiplayer game as a team try to survive a stalker, working together and such. I don't really know much else about it. I was planning on reviewing it with my internet connection. Well, my Switch just laughs at me, so yeah, I wouldn't be able to see its true colors. But yeah, it featured in my midweek video about horror game imports. I just made that on a whim. Go watch it if you didn't. And also in Japan, they have these games, one of which we have already, the others we don't have. Take a note at party time, because some Japanese retailers say that it does have English, but I checked on the Japanese eShop and it says it doesn't have English, so I don't know what's going on there. So maybe it's an import exclusive. I just need to find out a bit more information later on. Not that you care, because it looks guff. Alright, it's the community spotlight. What do we have? Wim sent in this photo showing off a lot of Lego, a lot of Zelda, a lot of Metroid, and a lot of dancing. That is the key to a healthy life. Executive producer Instacritic sent in this photo with a bunch of obscure games as per usual, including Beholder 3 and Firefighting Simulator The Squad. Not many people have picked up those. Shane L sent in this picture showing off 3 NIS America titles, 2 of which I am eager to jump into whenever possible. Grimoire, it doesn't seem like my kind of game, but I'm not exactly sure what style of game it actually is. But I saw the trailer, it doesn't seem like my sort of thing. Looks nice though. Deep Devil, thanks for using our links to pick up these titles. Ib is a nice little game, perfect timing for Halloween. You wouldn't think such a game would be scary or creepy due to the art style, but it does work, trust me. Executive producer Cartoon Soren sent in this picture of the very striking artwork of Mugen Souls Z. It's Mugen Souls just with more Z. Executive producer Feig sent in this photo with Front Mission 1. I definitely will be picking this up and the sequel at some point when they get a bit cheaper, and I think they're working on the third one as well if my memory serves me correct. Executive producer Thorn Metal Luna sent in this photo including Shin-Chan. Lovely game. At the time of writing this on Saturday, Video Games Plus have like 10 copies left of this, so if you want it, check the link below. Executive producer Vei, our man in Japan, sent in this photo, including a River City Rival Showdown, basically a remake of the original but with modern stuff. I will also be picking this up one day. Yusha, it's been a while. They picked up Signalis, love that game, alongside Pixel Heart releases. Those guys have gone like super quiet recently. I wonder if they overextended themselves with their print runs of kind of like smaller indie games. Yeah, I don't know. Executive producer Precision Play picked up one of the most obscure games ever released on the Nintendo Switch, at least in Europe, Sabletan. Yes, it was released only in Scandinavia. Mr. Matt Hobb sent in this photo. Funbox and your parents will be proud. I'm proud of you as well, as are the tissue companies. Cresselac sent in this photo with a triple threat of games. Detective Pikachu Returns seems to have come and gone without much fanfare, but I think that's just the state of how the Switch is at the minute. Even Nintendo's big names aren't really letting the excitement flow. Executive producer Uphone sent in this photo of Dredge, which I believe is slowly starting to come back into stock. Like VGP, they still have a decent amount available. Executive producer God of Resin sent in this photo showing off this triple helping from Play Asia. Thank you, as always, for using our links. I very much appreciate it. I like all of these games, some more than others, but you can see my reviews for 2 of them and 1 video where Square Enix paid us a bit of cash so I can make a video about it. I would say import all of these if they look like they appeal to you. Just go check those videos. Alright, let's have a roundup. Craig M. Nihongo Gamer. Manji. Philip M. Irina F. Andrew R. Pabs. Robin H. Rebecca R. Ashura G. Gundam Wing Zero. Mickey McFlynn. McLaren. Vast Neon. Tap and then nap. Starvey. Theo. Alright, please send me your pictures on Twitter at SoWhatAboutGame. You can DM me, or you can send it in an email, switchwatchspotlight@gmail.com, or you can join our Discord. The server link is below, but I think anyone who's going to join that has joined it already, but whatever. Yeah, only one picture per week, guys, okay? Alright, thank you for watching this episode. As always, please go check out a bit more Jordan, because yeah, I've got a couple of new videos on there I think you'll find interesting. If you like the Dreamcast, if you just like me, you'll see a lot of me. If you like Azure Dreams, which you might not, but you should do, so please go over there and watch the content over there. I would massively appreciate it. And yeah, if you watched all the way through, please leave me a ghost emoji in the comments, because it's Halloween soon, right? Is it? It's not this week, but it's soon. So just leave me a ghost, okay? A spoopy ghost, okay? Yeah, and as always, special thanks to our executive producers, Dane Wilkinson, God of Resin, Boombox, Brent McLean, Santa Tartaruga, Alexander Cato, J Cruz 7776, Punkidusa, Cartoon Soren, Robotech, Z, Raven Knight, Thorn, Metaluna, Parsnip Coffee, Issa, Vey, Mental Traveler, Uphone, Jennifer M, Instacritic, Precision Play, Karacha, Totally Grateful, Alex M, and Feig. Yes, thank you everybody, have a good day.